What's up, guys? I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a smooth minute since I've been on one of these videos and I've talked with you. But today I just wanted to go over physicality and just being aware of health and habits and emotions and everything. And I'm going to show you guys how I went from this to this. This is where I'm at now. Currently, I'm at about 155 pounds. And then I was at 163, sitting around 10 to 11% body fat, and right now I'm about 155, sitting around 9 to 10% body fat. It kind of varies depending on the week, but okay, so starting off with everything, you need to have a plan. What helps me a lot is writing everything down in my notes app on my phone. You're always on your phone, right? You're always going to be on this. You're always looking at it. It's always in your pocket, left or right pocket. It doesn't matter. You're always on it regardless. So one thing that I use is the notes app a lot. So I'll do my whole workout plan and I'll have that just open every day and, seeing what I can eat and what I can't. And obviously after a while, you're going to start to figure out what you do like and what you don't like, what works and what doesn't work. And, I eat a lot of high protein. I get around 120, 150 grams of protein a day. I know some people do 200. I know some people do 180. I like to sit in that sweet spot. And then for carbs, I usually get around 300 to 400 grams of carbs a day. Fats, to stay lean, because I am lean bulking, I keep it under 80 pounds. Or no, not 80 pounds, 80 grams of fats a day. Sometimes I do splurge a little. It's okay to have a cheat meal. With my current plan, I can have a cheat meal once or twice a week. I usually try to keep it at one, but twice is kind of like my maximum. I try to keep it at max. But yeah, so lately I've kept a very fight-oriented workout plan. So we'll start everything on just we'll start from easy work. So Mondays, we start off with incline Smith press, and then we'll move on to bench press, overhead press, cable lateral raise, a rope push down. I don't do rope push down. I do straight bar, and then I push down like this. But lately, I had a friend, he showed me, you come here and you bring it out like that, and it engages your triceps way more. So I'm going to keep doing that a little more for a few weeks, see if I like it or not. And yeah, and then so I've added overhead tricep extension, which looks like you grab the cable from the backside, you bring it up, and then you go like this. But you have to keep your elbows flared. Keep your elbows tucked. Because if you flare them, you're not gonna engage your tricep very well. And then we'll end off with easy bar curl. I learned recently that my max is 70 pounds. It used to be 50, it used to be 60. But the creatine, your boy's been eating right and working out weekly. Now I can do 70 pounds. So it's pretty lit. So yeah. And then so recently I redid my leg days. So I used to do very compound heavy lift, just like V squats, leg press, squats, or like back squats and front squats and zercher squats. Now my Tuesdays are my more explosive movements, and my Saturdays, because I do legs twice a week, my Saturdays are my heavier compound movements. So for legs, on Tuesdays we'll do box jumps, and then we'll do broad jumps. These help really with your own body weight, just exploding, and that'll transition well to the mat. For all my fighters out there, wrestlers, I'm sure you have your own workouts, but this is what works for me. And then we'll do strength to speed, and so we'll incorporate the weights now. So I'll do V squat or front squat, and then usually with the front squat now, I'll put a block down, or I'll put a box I guess what they call it at the gym. And I'll explode from there. So I won't do super heavy weight. I'll do enough just to get a launch. That's what you want to feel. So you want to come down and you want to sit on the box, and you want to feel your butt touch the box, and then you just explode up. But make sure you have your back straight and everything. And then, we'll get into our assisted stuff. It'll be some Bulgarian split squats. Those are really good. You can also do jumping lunges, which is where you get dumbbells on each side and you kind of stay like this, and you just jump like in a lunge stance. That one's really good for quick movements and quick athletic spurts of energy. Almost like how sprints translate to the mat. And then we'll move on to RDLs. I don't do single leg RDLs. I know I probably should. I did them recently and they don't feel that bad. I just really prefer to do bar RDLs, whether it be on a Smith or whether it be on a barbell, or like a rack, without the assistance of the Smith. Those are also really good for explosions as well. Those build your hamstrings like super crazy. Hamstring curl, I add those as well. So we're still doing heavy lifts on this day, but not like a heavy day focus. And then we'll end it off with calves, obviously. So I'll either grab a plate and I'll do, I call them bunny hops. You stand on your toes and then you land on your heels. The second you land on your heels, you just go up really quick. So I'll do 15 to 20 of those for like 2 or 3 sets. And then if I'm not doing those, I do seated or standing calf raises, and those really help a lot. I've noticed a significant jump in my calf growth, which calves are one of the hardest muscles to grow, along with your bottom two abs. So, and then day 3, which is a Wednesday, we'll do jujitsu or we'll do active recovery. So whether that be going for a 2 or 3 mile walk or run or light, we're not trying to break the bank on our pace. Don't be going for a 6-minute pace every mile. Try to keep it around like 7 minutes. You just want to be in that zone 2, very easy, boosted heart rate cardio. Nothing too crazy. You're not trying to push yourself too hard. It's just a day to move around, get the joints loose, keep inflammation on a minimum. I like to do sauna. I like to do what is it called? The hot tub. Yeah. Um, and then we'll incorporate a bunch of stretching as well. I don't really have a stretch routine. I just do a lot of things that I did when I was fighting a lot, and then now I just do those all the time. Even on days where I'm not working out, like Sundays and Wednesdays. And then day 4 on Thursdays, which is today, I have to go do this after work, but we'll do weighted pull-ups, and I struggle with weighted pull-ups. I can do a lot more pull-ups now, but I don't really have a belt, so I can't add weight to my pull-ups. But you can get kettlebells and you can put them in your feet and do it like that. I know a lot of people do it like that. I don't personally do it like that. I just prefer to do body weight and just do as much as I can, rest a little bit, as much as I can for like 2 or 3 sets. You don't need to do a bunch. It's really just a warm up for the day. And then we'll do chest supported row. That one is where you have a chest pad right here. And I like to grab, it's like little hexes right here, or not hexes, it's little bars right here, and then another bar that comes around like that. I like to grab the bar on the inside and kind of just do one arm like this. And I'll try to keep them out here. And you got to really come back and really engage the lat. So it's almost like you're pulling with your elbow on that one. And you want to just keep the lat engaged the whole time. And you want to squeeze, feel that pressure, and then just go right back slowly. Don't drop the weight and don't ego lift on that because your back will get fucked up so bad. Then we'll do dumbbell row. That one is where you put your hand down on the pad, and then you put your knee on the pad as well. Same leg, same arm, or same side, yeah. And then you come up, and same thing. It's almost like you're starting a lawnmower, which I'm sure almost all of us have done. And then we'll move on to, I actually just incorporated these lat pull downs. I just started doing it with a long bar, and I instantly saw a difference. So I was doing it with the short one, the one that was like this, with the little, like, they almost look like rock climbing grooves. And I was doing it like that, coming down, going up slowly, and then you really want to feel the pull right here. And then you just come back down, Boom. And then now I do like I'll do a set of the small one, and then I'll do a set of the long one. So that's really it. But I do 2 by 10 or like 2 by failure. Failure is really the 10 to 12 rep range. There's a saying called RIR, which is reps in reserve. Um, and then there's also a difference of that to AMRAP, which is as many reps as possible. But if you really want to see growth, then you have to push yourself to failure because your muscles are going to get inflamed and they're going to want to repair themselves very quickly. So the more you're, I guess, damaging them, which is really what working out is just damaging muscles to build them up, to make them harder. That's kind of what you are looking for. And then we'll do straight arm pull down. I just started doing these like last week. So I'm not really too confident on these, but you grab the bar and you just pull it straight down. And you're really engaging right here, kind of where your lat is. And yeah, not even kind of, it is a lat workout, but you go right here, then you come back up. It's kind of a funky workout. I did it last I'd say last February, so this a couple months ago. That was the last time I did it, and then I did it last week, and it felt kind of weird, so I have to kind of get used to it. I don't really know like the comfortable weight range for that. I got the World Cup on right now. I'm trying to stay active in the World Cup. And then we do incline dumbbell curls. So this is more of a back and bi day. So this is really pull and back focused. So it's a lot of strong movements where you're engaging your back a lot. So incline dumbbell raises, you're going to be at an incline, and it's literally just here. I like to do single arm, so I'll hold the weight at the same time on each arm, and I'll go up, and I'll do my reps on that side, and I'll go up, and I'll do my reps on that side. And that's kind of the whole thing. And I do, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, however I feel. It's hard. The only thing about dumbbell curls is it's hard to upgrade your weight each week because it's like I don't know, there's some sort of scientific term that I haven't looked into, but it's hard to it's a harder workout to do. But if you don't really like those, you can also do cable pulls. Those are really good tension. You really want to keep the tension strong here and then really bring it back up. So that one you can kind of load up and ego lift a little bit. Real delt fly. I didn't used to train real delts, now I do, and I instantly saw a huge difference. That one's going to be on the pec deck machine. You're going to bring the things all the way to the center, and you're going to hold them out right here, and you're just going to come back, and you're really going to, like, push your back together. Like, you should feel, like, right here is where you should feel it. And your rear delts are, like, right in the middle of your backish area. And you're going to come here and just kind of go all the way back, boom, right there. And you bring it back and you slowly release your back. You don't just like drop your back. You just like let it sit. You want to come back, feel it, and then boom. I mean, don't lean forward. Don't do what I did because I have a thing right here. But, so yeah, that's basically Thursday. And then tomorrow, I'll do upper, which is just volume push and extra lats. I'm really trying to build my lats right now because I feel like they're a little underdeveloped. So, and the key to a good physique is good lats. So I figure why not? But you can do incline. I do incline press machine for this one. So I'll be at an incline and then I'll go up and then down. And you really want to be chest level with the bar that you're grabbing, because if you're too far up, you're gonna engage more of like up here, and if you're too far down, you're really gonna be engaging down here. But right here is the sweet spot. Right here, right at the nipple line, basically. Like this is your middle of the chest. This is the bar right here. You really want to go up and then come back down, almost like you're taking off. Like you're Superman taking flight. And then we'll do machine chest press. I like this one. I really enjoy machine chest press. If for the settings, you want to go all the way back, and then you're gonna want to, again, same thing, keep it at the nipple line, and then just push. And then when you're pushing out, kind of squeeze your chest. So you're gonna go here and then here. And then you can even do the same thing with the pec deck as well. I don't do pec deck, but I do it whenever I work out with my friends at their gym. So even on that one, you'll just come through and squeeze, and you really want to feel the tension right here. This is really where you want to feel it. You don't want to feel it out here. You don't want to feel it right here. You want to feel it right here. And then we'll move on to landmine press. This one I do a little more explosively now. I saw Elite Taporia doing landmines way differently from how I do. Because I used to do it like this. I would just swing it like that to shoulder. But now I start here and I bring it up here and then I'll come down and I'll bring it up here and then here. But it's a very like quick movement. Um, and then we'll go to lateral raises. I am kind of in the middle. My friend just showed me how to do cable lateral raises, where you hold the bar or like the post, whatever the cable's on, and you come up here, and that's all it is. That's all it is. And you can really go at your own pace on that one. But I really enjoy the dumbbell lateral raises, where you go here. I kind of go at an angle or like a little forward, but kind of at an angle. I used to go out here, and then I figured out that that was working out a whole different thing. So if you kind of go forward at an angle a little bit, almost like you're trying to like wrestle someone. It's like right here. This is the sweet spot. um, and then we'll do dips. I do 3 by AMRAP, so I really just do as many reps as possible, to be honest, on that one. I can hit 16 in a row without stopping before it starts hurting, and then once I get to the 17, 18 mark, it's like I'm really trying to squeeze those ones out. But those ones are good for your triceps and also your chest right here. I've noticed a lot more striations, and I'm getting a deeper chest line right here, just like right under. So that one is good. You can add weights to that. I recommend adding weights early, even if it's just a belt with a chain on the bottom. We all start somewhere. I don't do weighted, but I'll do them sometimes on the not pendulum squat, it's the belt squat. And I'll attach it there, and they have a little dip thing you can pull it out, and then just do dips on that. But that one starts at, I want to say 60 pounds. I can only do like 3 or 4 of those before I'm like, all right, I'm done. But yeah. And then just for extra lat workout, I'll do the wide grip only lat pull down, and I'll do like 2 by or 3 by, 10 to 12 of those really. And then we'll move on to Saturday, which is my last leg day of the week, and we'll do V squat, and then we'll move on to RDL, hack squat, hamstring curl, and then calves. And then the same thing I told you about calves earlier. I'm not going to go too into detail about all of these. I feel like we already know what they are. Everybody's been working out for a while. But hack squats are really good for your knees. I've noticed my knee health has gone up. They're not crunching as much as they used to, because when you're fighting and doing all this jujitsu and wrestling and grappling with people, your knees pay the price for it. I mean, Kamaru Usman, you can ask him about it. His knees are literally glass right now. And then, on the 7th day, Sunday, we rest. That's the day where I usually just chill. I go for a mild walk around my pond. The day, like Wednesdays and Sundays, where I'm not needing to burn as many calories to fuel my body, I'm usually sitting around 25 to 2700 calories. And then days where I am working out, I sit around 27 to 3200 calories. So that's kind of where my intake is. Just because I'm lean bulking, I'm not trying to like bloat myself all the time, and I still want to keep, the jawline and everything and the shredded abs and whatnot. So I still want to look good during the bulk. It's okay to get a little chubby. It's okay because you're bulking, you're eating a lot. But if you want to, reverse the effects of the chub, well, just work out. Like do more cardio. I mean, cardio is not gonna kill you. Like if you just do a couple more steps, it's not gonna kill you. Like what's the worst? Oh, all right. Even if you don't want to do more cardio, sit in the sauna for longer. Like burn more calories, or just like even wear a hoodie while you work out, like while you lift weights. If you don't want to do that, just sweat more. Honestly, sweating more will help you way better. But honestly, yeah. That's kind of everything. I mean, besides what I eat, I have sweet potatoes, ground beef, rice. I do abs a lot. I do abs almost every day. Sometimes I don't do them, only because it's like, whatever. Abs is something I don't really care to skip, because it's just like, it's always going to be there. Like, you can always just make up for it the next day. But what I do for abs, I only do 2 things for abs. I only do 2 things. I do decline weighted sit-ups, and that one you can really load. I do 25 pounds, and I'll do that as many as possible, and then I'll drop the weight and then just do body until it like burns. You're gonna feel it right here, and it's gonna light you up. So I do that, and then I'll also do 45 pounds for my next set, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll drop the weight and then just do body, and then it burns way more because you're doing a lot more weight. So that one I'll do 2 or 3 sets of that, and I count 25 and 45 in the same set. I don't really do 25 as my first set as the warm-up set, and then 45 is my second set. I kind of just include them for both because I feel like if I'm only doing two sets of that, then there's no point. So I'll just combine it, and then that'll be one set, and then so forth. And then another thing I like to do, cable crunches. Cable crunches are like delicious to me, dude. They're, oh my God, they blew up my abs when I started doing them properly. That one's gonna be a little funky, so if you have gym anxiety, like gym anxiety, I wouldn't really recommend those in public. But I mean, you kind of got to get over it. You're already at the gym working out. No one really cares that you're there. Like honestly, the best thing you can realize at the gym is that everybody's there to fix something about themselves. You know, whether there's a girl coming in there to make her ass fatter, or whether there's a guy in there to make his abs look better. Like everybody's in there for their own thing. Um, so just kind of work out with what you want to do. Like it's your gym life. No one's gonna make you feel weak. Or I mean, if they do, then they're an insecure pussy. Like people who put each other down at the gym are just pussies. Like literally. Like I go to the gym and I encourage people, and I'm not super vocal. I don't try to make friends at the gym. I don't really enjoy it when people come up to me, but like if I see someone like working out and they're like right next to me, I'll be like nice, bro. Um I'll just throw them a little thumbs up. It's always good to be an encouraging person. Or sometimes I'll be out in public and I'll see like just a yoked dude who's just like huge. And I'll ask him what he eats. I'll be like, what are your workouts like? What do they look like? Like how can I take something from him? There's always something you can take from someone, whether it's their first day working out or their millionth day working out. Conor McGregor has a good quote on that. I'm not gonna verbatim say it because I don't remember what it is, but it's along those lines. Um, but yeah, well, that's kind of it. Kind of toy around with that. Take inspiration from me if you want. What works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. That's the cool thing about working out is you can tailor it to exactly how you like. You want to work out 3 days a week because you only have 3 days a week to work out, and for an hour at a time, that's fine. Do the most of it though. Always be moving. Always should be trying to burn calories and everything. Even if you feel content with where you are, you can maintain that. Eat within a couple hundred calories of where you need to be. Don't overeat. Don't be binge snacking. I don't mind snacking. Like I'll have an orange or an apple or some skinny pop every now and then. Those are good snacks for me. But that's pretty much it. If you guys want me to go in depth on like what my diet looks like and what my food is, I wouldn't mind making a video on that. I can show you guys recipes that I make, and I have healthy pancakes, healthy um I have a lot of healthy stuff, dude. Like healthy enchiladas. Like there's a bunch of stuff you can make, dude. It's not hard to cook. But well, yeah. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.